Good night, everyone. Hello, everyone who's up and awake. I know it's kind of late, at least it is where I am. Hello. And those of you who get this message in the morning, good morning. I wanted to go live because I was in the shower, getting ready to go to sleep actually, after a long day. And my guides said to me something. They said, the people who watch you, the people who follow your channel, they need to hear something. And what they are telling me that we need to hear tonight is that separation, I see a lot of people in the world right now that are trying to empower themselves by speaking badly about the people who have hurt them. And I know that there is a need to speak. It is important to speak about what has happened in order for you to heal. And speaking about the situation is very important for your own healing. But one thing that is not helping, that doesn't help the healing process, is actually giving the situation negative energy. Giving the person or group of people that have hurt us that piece of energy. Because every time you bring up their name or you bring up a thought of them and you give them energy by feeling negative or being angry, you're actually giving them another piece of yourself. Again and again and again and again and again and again and again, you give them a piece of yourself. So again, they're able to take from you. They're able to take a piece of you that you are willingly giving by being negative or saying their name. When you say someone's name, you give it power. When you say someone's name with emotion, whether it's anger or love, you give it power. This grows in power. So if you're angry at a person or a group of people, speaking their names actually gives them power. It gives the aggressor more power over you. And it actually makes them grow in power. Now, I'm not saying you should completely ignore what this person did, but rather strive to rise above. Do not do to others what is done unto you. Because what happens is that you become no better than the other person that did that to you. So the lesson when someone hurts you is to do the opposite of that person's behavior. Now we live in a society that we think that in order for us to win, we have to do what that person did to us. And what actually happens is we lose. The person who does the same back to their aggressor, what their aggressor did to them, actually loses. Because again, you're losing a piece of yourself to that person. And holding on to a grudge or holding on to negative feelings because you refuse to let go of the anger towards that person actually hurts no one but you. It actually hurts no one but you. And at the end of the day, that person wins. Okay? I have seen people that go to their deathbed holding a grudge against someone that hurt them. They go to their deathbed, they cross over, and on the other side, their soul cannot move forward because they're still holding on to that pain. And they're still holding on simply because they didn't want to let go of the anger and of the justification for being upset. For you to heal from something and to release another person or a group of people's power over you and be unenslaved, to release yourself from the slavery, you must let go of that power that they have over you. Okay? If we continue to give power to our aggressors, we are enslaved. And we are in what Michael calls a cage with an open door. We are living inside a cage and the door is wide open. But we refuse to get ourselves out of that cage. Because when you do what is done unto you to others, the cycle just continues over and over and over and over again. And what happens is our children learn to do the same. And then what happens is we enslave ourselves. We enslave ourselves without a master. Okay? We enslave ourselves without a master. We put ourselves in a cage because we refuse to let go of the justification of being angry. We refuse to say, I forgive you. Now may God forgive you for what you have done. We refuse to give the issue to God. We refuse to understand that in order for us to release ourselves from enslavement, we must learn to forgive what has been done. Was it right? No. Are we justified in being upset and angry? Yes. But do we want to heal or do we want to continue to be enslaved? Because when we refuse to let go of that anger, we give our aggressor, our masters, because I don't have a master. My only master is God. We give those who enslave us the power to continue enslaving us because we refuse to forgive and to move forward and to be better, to do better, to rise above what that aggressor has done to us. And this is in any situation. This could be in a situation where someone's in a relationship or whatever situation applies. When we continue this cycle of holding on to justification, and putting anger into a situation, all that it does is it keeps putting us in a cage with an open door. The door is wide open, but we live in the cage. We live in the cage and we justify being in handcuffs. We justify being chained to that cage because we refuse to let go of the justification. And the only way to free yourselves, and you may not agree with me, the only way to free ourselves is to learn to forgive and learn to give God the power to bring karma upon those who have hurt us. Because God will fix it if you allow it. Because karma doesn't come in your time. Karma comes in God's time. And God waits for the person who has hurt you to think that they have gotten away with it. And that's when God will pull the rug right from underneath their feet. And if you're lucky, God will let you see it happen. Yes? So it's really important to realize that we only stay enslaved for as long as we hold on to the anger of the aggression that was put upon us. And for as long as we refuse to forgive, and for as long as we refuse to let go of the justification for being angry, for being upset. And this is not saying that what the aggressors do to us is okay or that it's right. No, not at all. And it doesn't say that we shouldn't stand up for one another, but it says that we need to stand up in empowerment by not doing unto others what is done to us, but rather showing them that we are better than that we are better than hatred, that we continue on and we fight on with love, not hatred. with forgiveness, not justification or anger. It's important to realize that the only person that can put you in a cage is you. If you choose to stay uneducated, if you choose to stay ignorant, if you choose to stay faithless and hopeless, you are the only one that puts yourself in a cage. You are the only one that enslaves you and continues to give others power over you. Mwah. That is all I have for you today. I hope that this message helped some of you out there. And I hope that today you stop giving power to that which has hurt you. You stop giving that which has hurt you power by saying its name or by holding anger for them. Many blessings. You have the key to free yourself. You have the key to break those chains. Mwah.